Hello! Katie Thompson here from Chicago, Illinois, coming at ya from the Aspire magazine. Look a little bit different, but that's cool. I hope you guys are getting a lot out of this book. I love it. Good friend of mine wrote it. His name's Scott Phelps. You see him in the back. Good guy, great guy, great curriculum. I hope you guys are learning a lot. Anyway, a good friend of mine, I guess, sort of, Serene, asked me to send you guys a video after he discovered my face in the magazine, I guess, just for a little bit of encouragement. Hi, Serene. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I wish I could see this wonderful class you told me about, but, you know, it is what it is. So at least you guys can see me, right? I'm going to try to name off some of the names that Serene sent me. Kazmina, hello, Loana, Oana, Ana Maria, Daniel, Sorina, Andrea, it's pretty, Roxana, Dragos, and Marius. So, cool. It sounds like a lot of people in this class. Sounds like a couple guys are there. Yes, it couldn't be more exciting to me. And it sounds like you guys are having a good time. Hopefully this video isn't too late. And hopefully it's a little bit encouraging for you guys. So where should I start? You guys have read about my story, about where I grew up and how I grew up. A little bit about my family. And I guess I'll just add to that a little bit and talk about just the difficulties and the joys of being abstinent. I'm still abstinent. I'm 27 years old. And like I said a second ago, it's difficult. But it's also a decision that I believe in more now than I think I did when this story was written, and when I even made the decision. And part of the reason is because I made the decision based on value. I made the decision to be abstinent because I knew that I was valuable and that I wanted to save myself for somebody who knew my value as well. And as I've grown, I believe that I've, in being abstinent, have had the privilege of even growing as a better person and in a sense growing even in my value, if that makes sense. I mean, obviously we're valuable because we're made in God's image and we're people and we are all unique and special. But just to kind of make a little bit of a point, let me tell you, when I was 14 is when I decided to be abstinent. When I was 16, I actually decided not to date at all, which a lot of people think is crazy. I taught in schools for the last 7 years, taught about abstinence, and many times would share with the youth that I not only was abstinent for a very long time, but I also never dated. To this day, I've never called anybody my boyfriend, although I've had seasons of getting to know people and people that I cared for very deeply. Regardless, the reason that I decided not to date was because I realized at that time when I chose abstinence that I was waiting for something. I was waiting for a good man, the kind of man that I would want to live my life with. I wrote a list of what that man might look like, character qualities and things that I wanted in someone, and I quickly realized after writing that list that I had none of those qualities. I was asking God for somebody who was compassionate and loving and kind and patient and persevering and faithful and loving and... Did I say loving? I wanted all this stuff, but I had yet to learn a lot of those things myself. So I chose not to date. Again, one, because there was really nobody around me who fit what I really, really was hoping for. And I realized that this was also a time for me not only to pray for my husband, that he would be growing even before I meet him, but also to become the kind of person that I was hoping for. To become the kind of person that hopefully he's out there hoping for as well. And so I wrote a list not only of what I was looking for in a husband, but also what I was hoping to become myself. And that's what abstinence does. Many times abstinence frees us up to focus on what's important. Because when we're in relationships and we're trying to get to know people all the time and we're giving ourselves to people and we're crying over people and we're singing songs about people and we're writing poems for people, we forget how to grow as a person. And we forget that there's a lot out there for us to do and experience and see and enjoy before we enter into that kind of amazing relationship. So I started a journey, and I'm going to be on this journey for a very long time. Hopefully somewhere in there it will be interrupted with a new ring. No longer my abstinence ring, but a wedding ring. I would love to get married soon. But if not, no time is wasted, right? No time seeking to be better and to grow is wasted time. I want to leave you guys with two things before I go. One of them is one of my favorite quotes. It's in one of the books that I used to teach from. I believe it's a quote from someone who used to play basketball or something. It's simple. It says, never give up what you want the most for what you want in the moment. And to be real honest with you guys, one of the things that I want the most is to please God and to live a life that's worthy of Him. He is my strong foundation, and He is one of the biggest reasons why I've wanted to be abstinent and have been able to be abstinent, because I know that He has good things for me, and I trust Him and I love Him, and I don't want anything that's not from Him. But even though that is true of me, that I love God and I want the best, and I've had times where that's really easy. I've had times where it's really hard too. It's really hard when I look around and I see people in relationships and getting all happy and close and having fun, and it seems like everything's perfect. And I've gone through many seasons where I've wanted to rebel and not be abstinent anymore, and not wait on God for anything and just do my own thing. And during one of those seasons, I came across a passage in the Bible that spoke to me, and I want to read it to you guys. It's from Psalm 73, and it says this. I'm just going to read the whole thing, if that's okay. Surely God is good to Israel, to those who are pure in heart. But as for me, my feet had almost slipped. I had nearly lost my foothold, for I envied the arrogant when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. They have no struggles. Their bodies are healthy and strong. They are free from the burdens common to man. They are not plagued by human ills. Therefore pride is their necklace. They clothe themselves with violence. From their callous hearts comes iniquity. The evil conceit of their minds know no limits. They scoff and speak with malice. In their arrogance they threaten oppression. Their mouths lay claim to heaven, and their tongues take possession of the earth. Therefore their people turn to them and drink of waters in abundance. They say, how can God know? Does the Most High have knowledge? This is what the wicked are like. Always carefree, they increase in wealth. Surely in vain, this is the part that got me. I said, surely in vain have I kept my heart pure. In vain have I washed my hands in innocence. All day long I have been plagued. I have been punished every morning. If I had said, I will speak thus, I would have betrayed your children. For me, this was a season of feeling very frustrated, but not saying anything because I didn't want other people to fall or to waver or to not do well. So I didn't say anything, just like he didn't. When I tried to understand all this, it was oppressive to me until I entered the sanctuary of God. Then I understood their final destiny. Surely you place them on slippery ground, you cast them down to ruin. How suddenly are they destroyed, completely swept away by terrors. As a dream when one awakes, so when you rise, O Lord, you will despise them as fantasies. When my heart was grieved and my spirit embittered, I was senseless and ignorant. I was a brute beast before you. Yet I am always with you. You hold me by my right hand. You guide me with your counsel, and afterward you will take me into glory. Whom have I in heaven but you, and earth has nothing I desire besides you. My flesh, meaning my body, and my heart My flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. Those who are far from you will perish. You destroy all who are unfaithful to you. But as for me, it is good to be near God. I have made the sovereign Lord my refuge. I will tell of all your deeds. Anyways, I hope for those of you who do know the Lord, that could be an encouragement to you. That God is walking with you. That He'll guide you and He'll strengthen you and He'll be near to you. Even when you feel lonely sometimes and when it seems impossible to be abstinent or to do what's right, God will bless you. What we see in the world, what we see people get away with, they don't get away with it. My friends, those girls that I grew up with that have babies and diseases now, some of them don't have babies or diseases, but they're still empty. But I can tell you one thing, I'm abstinent, and I may be single, but my heart is full, and my life is blessed, and I hope and pray that you all can say now, or will say in the future the same. So I'll be praying for you, and I hope you guys begin your journey. It's never too late. I hope you begin your journey not only of purity and healthy decision making and a journey towards family and just the joys of healthy relationships, but also your journey with the Lord, because He's the one that can take you through it, and He's the one ultimately who'll give you the best, because He does love you. Okay, so God bless you. Thanks for letting me into your group for a day. I hope maybe sometime I can hear some good things from you too. All right? See ya.